I've done quite a few wild camps recently, so I decided to do something a little different and spend the night in one of Scotland's many mountain bothies. Glen Duror Bothy, not far from Glencoe, is easily accessible and has quite an interesting history. The Bothy is allegedly the birthplace of James of the Glen, otherwise known as James Stewart. James was one of the Stewarts of Appin who had fought on the side of Bonnie Prince Charlie in the 1745 rebellion against the English monarchy. The Glencoe and Appin areas came under the control of the Campbell clan, supporters of English rule, and Colin Campbell, known as the Red Fox, was employed as a tax collector working on behalf of the Crown. As such, he was not a popular man and provided a likely target for the disaffected locals. In May of 1752, the Red Fox was going about his master's business near to the Ballahullish ferry when a musket shot rang out, leaving the Campbell man dead. The authorities would not allow such a direct challenge to their power and looked for a scapegoat. James Stewart had been a constant critic of the Campbells and their English masters, and the murder of Colin Campbell gave them the opportunity to settle old scores. In a sham of a trial, Stewart was found guilty of murder. 11 of the 15 jurors were Campbells, and the presiding judge was the Duke of Argyll, the Campbell clan chief. James went to the gallows at a point overlooking the scene of the murder. He showed no fear, but expressed regret that future generations would think ill of him. The locals were well aware of the identity of the murderer, but it remained secret despite much speculation at the time and since. As a final act of revenge, James Stewart's body was left hanging in chains until it slowly fell apart. His remains were subsequently gathered and given a decent burial, and the gallows were eventually thrown into Loch Linnhe by a local half-wit known as Dafty McPhee. Looks like I've got the place to myself. Oh, nice. Get some wood. And a throne.
pouring down out there now, but this is nice and comfortable. Time to get my food out and have something to eat. Hopefully I can keep this fire going. Adventure food, chicken curry. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Suitably fed and watered and the fire well established, it was time to get into my sleeping bag and settle down for the night. It was extremely comfortable on the long bench in front of the fire, and after a few interruptions from an unexpected roommate trying to nick my emergency rations, I blissfully drifted off. I had arrived late the night before, so I had a morning stroll to have a look around and to see where I could collect some wood to replenish the stock in the Bothy. Although it was raining and visibility wasn't great, I couldn't leave without at least getting the drone up for a short flight. had a thoroughly enjoyable stay in the Bothy, and I would highly recommend it as an alternative to the tent, particularly if the weather's not so great.